Hello, hello. Welcome here to Carl Benson VA Medical Center. We're here to do some Tai Chi. Welcome to Tai Chi with me today. And hope everybody's doing well, enjoying this rain. It's much needed. But hey, I just want to thank you for coming in. Thank you for being here with us. And hope you get that body moving today. So as we kind of ease in today, we got that body here to the practice, bring that mind in with it. And like I said, my name's Richard. And coming from that whole health department here at the Carl Benson. So as we go through today's practice, focus in just on kind of moving that body in the way that you need. And if you don't get it perfect, that's okay. The important thing that you're here and that you're moving, okay? So let's focus in first, taking a nice big breath in. And one more good breath in. And we got that body to the practice, bring that mind in. And now start out with that Wushu salute. And I want to welcome you in. Welcome to this space. Glad to have you here. All right. So let's start out just like always, sinking that chi. Get everything in line. We focus in. Let those arms rise up to shoulder level. Float forward like you're flying like Superman. Bend at the elbows. Turn kind of catty corner. You see a little better. There you go. One big breath. Breathe in. And let that sun set. Or you push that log down into the water. Keep that body soft. Remember, Tai Chi, meditation in motion. All these you can do seated, do standing, do some seated, do some standing. Remember, this is your practice. Remember, just like always, let that body tell the tale. The body's different today than it was yesterday. Be different tomorrow than it is today. Meet that body where it is today. Breathe in and out. Let that sink down, float down like that morning dew. Soft, settled. No bend in the knee if you're able. Now here as you sink. And step out. Either foot, whichever one you like. I'm going to rise and sink. A little bend in the knee if you can. Not much, just a little. Just want to move that body. Breathe in as you go up. Exhale as you come down. Big breath in. Big breath out. Not in a hurry. Those shoulders get to talking to you a little bit too much. Pull those elbows in. There you go. Focus on that breath. Follow that breath all the way in, all the way out. Now here, so we come up. We're going to go down. Here we're going to circle. We're going to let those hands come together at the top. We're not going to push the back of those hands together, but we're just going to point them down in direction with the palms of the hand. Float toward the ceiling. Let that float up as far as you're able. And when you go up as high as you can, just let them continue. Turn those palms back over. Once you feel that stretch, that's right about where you need to be. Lean forward. Thank you. Big breath in. As you reel that silk. Point those hands down. Palms up. Breathe in. Turn those palms over. Exhale. like you're swimming in the pool. Big breath in. Big breath out. Feel that chest open, that heart space open. Let's get one more. Now, just bring those hands up. Hold that energy ball here. Let's turn over here to the right. I'm going to cup that hand like a C. I'm going to reach out. I keep pulling back and bow. And then left hand, that thumb's going to come right to that earlobe, and you're going to reach back. Lean back, breathe in. As you exhale, we're going to come forward. Swing those arms across for a transition. Now that left hand is going to create that C. You're going to draw that bow, breathe in. Thumb comes to the earlobe if you're able. Exhale. Remember, we're not in a hurry. Do this at the speed of breath. Bend the elbows if you need. Bring that pressure off those shoulders. Breathe in. Transition. Big breath in. You rock back. Last one. Now drop those arms down. Those hands swing like weights on the end of the rope. Big breath in. Big breath out. Lean forward. And they're hanging. Here's your breathe. We focus in on that breath, that ever-present anchor. It's always there. It's always going to be there. Remember, no tension in those hands, those wrists, those shoulders, those elbows. That's soft. Now here's we sway back. A little bend in the knee if you're able. Grab that moon. Bring it back. I'm going to pivot a little over to the left. And we're going to grab. We're going to reach out. We're going to orbit that moon around the earth. Rock back. Big circle if you can. If you're seated, just make that big circle all the way around here to the left side. And reach and pull. There you go. Big breath in. Big breath out. Now you're cooking. Now as you pause here at the rear, just reverse that up for a few. So grabbing, holding that moon. Orbit that earth. Inhales, you come back. Exhales, you reach out. Focus on that nice deep breath. Body releases that tension on the exhale. Gathers that tension on the inhale and those short breaths. Now let's bring it right back. And we release that moon. Now as we reach forward, way out there, grab that moon again. Now we're going to pivot over to the right. Orbit that earth. Big breath in, big breath out. Not rocking out too far, so it still feels stable, secure, steady. Remember, at the end of the day, Tai Chi is that martial art. It's all about balance, stability, focus. And as you come back here, pause, reverse that motion. Big circle. Now you're cooking. And the last one, and through. Nice, bring it up. Nice and tall. We're going to pivot back out to that left. And this one, we're going to bring those hands back. I'm going to do this right toward the camera. Skirt those right down your sides. Fingertips meet at the belly button. And just let those float out. And we're going to fan right out. So we're going to be going right toward that, say that 10 o'clock. We'll fan those out as we part the clouds. Breathe in as you go back. Exhale as you go forward. Today's story is all about clarity. Big breath in, big breath out as you part those clouds. Just remove that stress. You part the clouds. You push away that confusion, that mental clutter. Find that mindfulness. You breathe in and breathe out. Push away that doubt. You part those clouds. Every move brings a little bit more clarity. Big exhale. A little more clear, a little more confident, a little more clear. Till finally, you find that clarity. Now tuck those elbows in, palms forward, and push. Now push the earth. Now with that newfound clarity, move the mountains. Those are new ideas. Move another mountain. A new perspective. We'll move another. That newfound freedom and confidence. We'll move mountain after mountain. Big breath in, big breath out. Pull those elbows up, back, tuck them in, and push. Use that force to move those mountains. That clarity. Room and the focus. Just push one more. As you bring that in, I'm going to pivot that left hand. Bring that right up. Just like before, we're going to bring those hands back. Skirt them right down the side. Now maybe you got a little fuzzy. Big breath in. Big breath out. You're going to part those clouds again. It's alright. We didn't find the stumbling block. We found the stepping stone. Easier to find this time. We know what it looks like. Big breath in. Big breath out. Hard to cloud. Push away that confusion. Move that clutter. Replace that mindful with mindful. Big breath in. Big breath out. Find it faster now. You breathe as you focus. And once you find it, just like before, become that force, tuck those elbows. And you do, and you move mountain after mountain. And breathe. That clarity forms perspective. Forms that space for creativity. That unstoppable force of hope, desire. Big breath in. Big breath out. There you go. Nice one. Big push. Push the earth. Bring that. Put in. Arms all the way out. Big wide span. Give yourself that big hug. Take a nice breath in. I'm going to turn sideways to see a little better. As you breathe in, arc back a little. When you reach all the way to the top, just let those arms come from release. Alternate which arm goes on top. Big breath in. Big breath out. That dawn of a new day, new beginnings, new opportunities, new challenges, new goals to be met, challenges to be faced, opportunities. Big breath in. And not met with fear, met with eagerness, anticipation. Big breath in. Big breath out. And the last one. Now as you bring those arms in, tuck those in, let them float out. We're going to ease that weight side to side. And here's what we do. We're going to take that left foot. That right hand is just going to point toward that left foot as we test the water. You breathe in and testing the water. Now, if you feel better balanced, pushing that heel forward, you do so. That's more stability than if you touch the toe forward, okay? So you stay balanced, stay more stable, whichever one you like. Big breath in, big breath out. I'm going to change it up a little. Here's what you're, that right foot forward, you're going to scoop that left hand up and over. Let it come right past the chin, right down the chest, You just up and over and point toward that right foot. The needle to the bottom of the ocean. Now opposite. Needle to the bottom of the ocean. Opposite hand goes out for balance. Big breath in. Big breath out. Just pointing at the toe, not reaching for it. So you can stay up as tall as you need. Big breath in. Big breath out. Needle to the bottom of the ocean. Twist in that torso. Feel that in that lower back a little, maybe. Big breath in. Big breath out. Now the last one. Now here's your swing. Rock the weight side to side. Those hips come right back into play. We're going to balance here, so make sure you're touching that toe if you need. Guarding rooster. Big breath in and out. Now here as we come back to the right, and left hand, left foot is going to come up. Touch that toe here if you need. Guarding rooster. And then foot goes back to brace. Once you get it where you like it, alternate. Guarding rooster. Back in here, just ease this back. Big breath in. And you can touch that toe forward and stay balanced. If that's still an issue, you just turn slowly and push that foot forward and shift that weight. Stay safely within your practice, okay? And if you're seated, you just turn and just push that foot out. All this is adaptable to your practice. Breathe in, breathe out. All about balance, control. And the balance is a conversation between you and the air. One more each side. And last one here. You breathe. As you bring that in, to reach up nice and high, catch that moon. Here we're going to drop that left foot back. As you bring that moon back, take that left hand, put it back behind you. We're going to toss that moon back up into the sky, grab it, rock back, turn it sideways to see it better. Toss it. Big breath in, big breath out. You'll bend in those knees if you like. You can keep it up nice and tall. Big breath in, big breath out. As you toss that moon, now we're going to incorporate that back in. Just to grab a seed sack. We're going to reach down in that sack full of seeds. We're going to seed our garden. palm of the hand up and around. Front foot is planted. Let that twist. Go around as far as you're able. And we're going to reach back into that sack full of seed. Big potato sack full of seed. We're going to seed that garden. This half of the garden, what do you plant? Maybe the side is fame, fortune, prosperity, popularity. Big breath in. Big breath out. Look into that palm as you go forward. Like you're reading a message from you to you. Maybe it's from a younger you, maybe it's from an older you. Let's do one more. Big breath in. Big breath out. Now let's bring it on in. Take that. Put and ease it back. Now we're going to drop that right foot back. So we reach up, grab that moon. Now that right hand goes back. So we toss that moon. I'm going to turn sideways, see a little better. Throw that moon in slow motion. Like you're throwing it 1,000 yards. Big breath in. Big breath out. Big breath in. Big breath out. Rock back. Stay stable on those heels. Stable on those feet. Not going for momentum. Nice and slow. Remember, everything in Tai Chi has its own breath, whether it's an inhale or an exhale. As you breathe in, 4 to 6 seconds. You exhale, 4 to 6 seconds. If that's unavailable to you, that's okay. You just count it off. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, and 4. There you go. Now incorporating it back in, grab those seeds. Now this side of the garden, what do we plant? Maybe this side is hope. Maybe bliss. Contentment. Longevity. Wisdom. Health. Peace. Understanding. Two very different sides of the garden. Big breath in. Big breath out. Looking back into that palm. Reading that message. Tai Chi, always looking in two places. Where the hand's coming from. Where it's going. Big breath in. Big breath out. Let's get one more. Now bring foot back in, all back to center. I'm gonna reach forward here to center, and we finally plant that money tree. Grab that tree, turn sideways, pull it right into the chest, plant it right in front of you. Big breath in, plant that tree, plant a tree. down a little. You can go down a little more if you like. You can stand straight up. Just reaching forward, lifting, falling back. As you breathe in and out. Breathe in as you plant that tree and out. Now here one more. Now if you planted that tree, you're going to draw those arms crossed in the front. And you're going to go up just like you're standing in the middle of a cardboard box. If you think about a clock, it's going to be 11, 5. Scrape those hands down. Go bend in the knee if you like. Cross. This is going to be 1 and 7. Scratch those hands down. Turn that torso if you like. Tiger's claws. Breathe in and out. Scraping down opposite corners. And as you mark that garden, what side do you live on? Big breath in. Big breath out. Breathe in and out. Now let's get one more. Big breath in. Big breath out. Those hands come down. Back of the hands are going to come up. So this time we're going to go straight up and out. You become that fountain. Move those mountains. Grew that garden. Now we filled up with that positive energy. Now we share. It's all around. People all around. So here, as we come up, we're going to turn to the right. Not turning, not leaning, just simple turn. A simple turn to the left. Big breath in. We'll go right and left. Backs of the hands that come up. Exhale. Just a shifting of the weight. As you become a positive spine. That comes straight to the spine. That positivity comes out. Big breath in. Big breath out. Now one more. And bring it back to center. Just like the arches, we're going to bring them right up. Keeping the elbows bent. Arc down, pull those elbows back. Open that chest. Reverse. Pull it right back down. Breathe in. Arc. Pull those elbows. Exhale. Breathe in. Arc. Pull those elbows. As dragon spreads its wings. Big breath in. Big breath out. As we focus in, Open that heart space. Pull in that energy. Shaking it around. Last one, let those hands come down. Now let that left hand swing across, touch those right ribs. The right hand swing across, touch the left. And as you do, a little lean forward, mostly the reach. Let that opposite elbow come up as you reach, as it gets ready to go around itself. Big breath in, big breath out. Reach, pulling those shoulder blades apart as that dragon swings its tail, reaching down toward that 5 o'clock, 7 o'clock, whichever one you like. That extra little effort into reach. While you're here, you get that benefit. Here to move that body. You focus that breath. Big breath in. Big breath out. Now here's the last one. As you go here, I'm going to turn, you see this a little better. As you shift that body up, we're going to take and push and look straight over top of that left shoulder. You're going to push straight down the line, 3 o'clock, 9 o'clock plane. And then you're going to shift, point that toe, push. Big breath in, push. Feel that stretch go all the way across the back. As you point that toe, it's going to come all the way up the hamstring. Push. Breathe in. And out. Breathe in. And out. So the dragon stretches its tail. There you go, doing great. Big breath in. Big breath out. And last one. And push. Now bring it right here to center. And this one we're going to give and receive. Excuse me. We'll reach up. We'll grab that energy. Like you got a big beach ball. And we're going to bring it and push. And pull it back. Like you squeeze a lemon, pull it back. Add a little tension. As you push. Squeeze that lemon, pull it back. And push. Squeeze that lemon, pull it back. Just going to pivot here side to side, nice and easy. Big breath in. And out. Don't have to move those feet much. Just pushing here side to side, give to receive. Big breath in. Big breath out. And a good squeeze on those lemons. You can interlace those fingers if you like. And push. Open that back up. Open those shoulders up. Breathe. There you go. 2 more each side. There we go. 1 more each side. Big breath in and out. Breathe in and out. Now grab that energy ball. Get it all up and going. Got it all moving. All fingers point toward the bodies. We touch heaven and earth. all back into balance. Big breath in and out. Breathe in and out. And last one. Big breath and out. Nice. Bring it down. Rise and sink. Bring it all back in. Bring it all back together, the mind, the body, the spirit. Focus right in. So breathe in, breathe out. Got it all focused in, all back in line. Big breath in, big breath out. Now as we come down, let those come down to the bottom. Widen out. Hands come together at the top, feet come together at the bottom. So raise up heaven, push straight down past the body. Push down on earth. And this up, Wushu salute. Outstanding. Great job, everybody. Give yourself a hand. Great job. All right. Hope it landed well for everybody. You did a great job. Hope to see everybody next week. Be back here next Wednesday, 11 o'clock. Hope to see you there. Hope you enjoyed it. I enjoyed teaching it or going through it with you. So have a great week. Enjoy this rain and a little cooler. So, all right. Have a great week.